films, music, reviews, all types of genres. We present to you Mr. Shelton TV.
Spookies from the mid-80s, I think it was about 1985. Originally it was two independent films but made into one when there was arguments and controversy behind the scenes with the directors and everything, so hence it becomes a mishmash of two films and comes into one film. Runs at about 85 minutes, 80 minutes, something like that. A group of teenagers, an old mansion and a grisly birthday awaits you. It's Billy's birthday, everyone. Billy at the beginning stumbles upon a mansion in his graveyard, and it's like an old count, an old man there who's basically trying to bring chaos and horror onto the scene. When young Billy's parents forget his 13th birthday, he runs away from home. Soon he becomes lost in the woods, persuaded by nameless things that propel him towards an old mansion and the grisly birthday that awaits him there. Meanwhile, a group of teenagers are driven around the woods looking for a place to party. When they come across the old mansion, one by one they fall prey to Billy's killer, an evil sorcerer, the old man, who lures the nightmarish offspring, the ones he calls Spookies. Now, Spookies is a bizarre film. It is a horror film, and it's a kind of a bit of a haunted house film where you got your Scooby-Doo like teenagers that are killed off one by one and everything, and at the end of it there are zombies, and there's in this film they've got something called mudmen who can be destroyed by throwing water on them and everything like that, which dissolves them and everything. But the special effects aren't half bad in this film, in Spookies. It's not a bad film actually. It's a very silly film, very tongue-in-cheek B-movie sort of thing. You might actually enjoy it, Spookies, on the Beyond Terror label. None of the cast and crew apparently talk to each other or anything like that, so there's going to be no reunions as far as I know anyway. When I did actually ask about something like that as to one of the directors online with not really much of a response, so somebody corrected me by telling me the facts behind this film. Spookies, I enjoyed Spookies. Like I said, I did like the special effects, the horror, the stop motion, the suits, the Grim Reaper thing in this with the giant weapon thing that he uses. Spookies, there's like a bride in there as well who's like being pursued by the sorcerer himself. It sounds like a lot going on. I guess there is, because they've mashed the two movies into one sort of thing and came up with Spookies, basically, this production of Spookies and everything. So it is a very interesting film. Do recommend you to check out Spookies, and it was one of those films where it had a really memorable VHS cover in the day. So I do remember it from in the day. It says you can smell them coming or something like that, hence like the farting mudmen which they've got in this, and which can be destroyed with pure water, basically, you know, gets in the mush, kills them basically, if I remember right. It's a silly film, like I said. It's got this guy in there as well. He's a comedian. I looked it up online. He's a comedian. He's got like this sock pocket, this puppet thing on his hand, and he ends up getting, well, he gets caught in this cobweb by this Chinese empress. I know it's a crazy film. It's a very crazy film about this Chinese empress who ends up splitting her head open. She turns into a giant spider and sucks the life out of him in kind of comical fashion. But Spookies, 1985. Let me just double check the date on this, if it's got one. Can't really see it on here. Directed by Ugene Joseph, starring Felix Ward, Dan Scott. Spookies, B-movie, horror action. You know, if you like films like Saturday the 14th, I suppose you'd like stuff like this, because it is a bit tongue-in-cheek, but it's also very It's horror. It's B-movie horror, basically. You can't go too far wrong. Hope you like this look at Spookies, guys. See you soon. Bye.